Guys, huge Battlefield 2042 updates are coming that you guys do not want to miss out on. Topics of discussion in today's video will include the terrible hit detection that's currently plaguing Battlefield 2042. We have the fixes for the persistent data error message which a lot of people on all platforms are receiving randomly, which kicks you out of games. And of course, issues preventing challenges and rewards from not showing in the menus. We have so much more to discuss in today's video, guys. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so there's a lot of issues today that are documented on EA's issue page for Battlefield 2042 to discuss in today's video, and a lot of these should be mitigated for the new update coming in December, so again, really exciting and positive about that. The first one to go into today is around hit registration, a big issue plaguing, as I said, the Battlefield 2042 game. It's no surprise that this has been brought up as an issue, and it's been absolutely terrible since the beta. DICE go on to say that we're aware of some instances where you may encounter your hits not registering properly while shooting at a target. We've been investigating this, and we're confident that we'll address this in the next update. Now, this could be rumored that the hitbox is not necessarily in line correctly with the player. So again, this is one of the reasons why the hit detection is terrible in 2042. Again, it's positive this issue has been identified and that they are looking for a fix or will implement a fix early in December. So hopefully that should be a really big positive. The second story of today relates to an error message users are receiving on all platforms that will randomly cause their games to disconnect and even in some instances crash the game. DICE went on to detail that throughout the day we performed focused backend maintenance targeted at reducing the number of times you see the error persistent data. These changes are now active and have been actively monitored where we're seeing significantly reduced errors and we'll keep on it. An update on this though that they've posted is that we're continuing to investigate additional error codes that are now alongside the persistent data errors, most notably in brackets 15:7A. Hopefully we get something on this fairly soon. Again, a lot of people are getting these for whatever reason. We don't know what the causes of them is as of yet, but again, I'm hoping that they'll be fixed fairly soon. The next story goes into detail around progression. Now, we covered this in our previous update video, but this one again is a little update to that. Upon completing a challenging game, it will sometimes show you that the challenge is incomplete or that the progress that you've made within the previous games doesn't reflect what it shows in the menus. This is obviously a known bug and it's currently being worked on internally, but to work around it at the moment, you guys can go ahead to restart your game on all platforms, which will then of course update your challenge progress when you log back into the game. Again, a fix will be featured for this within the next coming update in mid-December, so again, that's also another big positive there. But again, moving on now to the items which are known and that will 100% be fixed in the December update coming. There are quite a few of these guys, so do bear with me on this one. An issue on Breakaway. On the mode Breakthrough, players will be unable to spawn on B1 whilst it's contested. On Kaleidoscope, the bridge destruction has a tendency to desync if the player joins at a late stage in the round. Again, also on the mode Breakthrough, players will be unable to spawn on B1 whilst it's contested. Going on to Discarded now, PC, Xbox Series X, S and PS5 players, there are some rare instances of visual flickering whilst playing on Discarded. On to Manifest now on PlayStation 5 users, within the weather station on Manifest, whilst the building is in a destroyed state, there are rare instances where this may cause flickering of our lighting system, which has the potential to trigger those with photosensitive conditions. So hopefully that one is fixed fairly soon because that's obviously not a good thing to have in the game at the moment. Onto the misc items, all platforms, we're aware of some miscellaneous issues causing players to become stuck within the world geometry. Several of these have been fixed for the patch after launch. Please continue to report any scenarios that you get stuck on maps. Again, make sure you guys report those on a ticket on the Battlefield Known Issues page as well, because again, we can get those looked into as quickly as possible. Now, onto the issues with the bots that we've got at the moment. So, all platforms, in some situations, bots are unable to revive downed players. Hopefully that one is fixed soon because it is really irritating. Onto the Ranger now, all platforms. We're aware of the Ranger malfunctioning when ordered over some obstacles, and we're working to improve this. Another one with the Ranger as well. Ranger can be non-responsive to go-to orders if the player is far away from the Ranger, and we are similarly working to improve this. Going on some audio issues that have been identified on all platforms, the lock-on sound effects of helicopters can continue after the helicopter has been destroyed. Again, there's quite a few visual glitches with that as well, so I'm glad that they're also being looked into with that. User interface and messaging. There is currently no error message to indicate to the player that their game is still installing. Subtitles are not present on video tutorials, even if the subtitle setting is on. Loadouts have a slight tendency to not save when entering or leaving a map. The hazard zone, when starting a second round, unlocks from the previous round are triggered during the intro sequence. When returning back to the main menu after a match, specialist's textures may be slow to load. All platforms, the vertical sync option does not have any effect when activated when using a 144Hz monitor. The view profile option is not present in search EAID between the same platform, Xbox Series S and X, and PlayStation 5 players. We're aware of a unique situation where accounts that have access to Battlefield 2042 across multiple platforms may cause cross-play friends not to appear. The attacker's player card doesn't load after getting killed by other players. Sprint/boost hidden texts are currently misleading. Again, now going on to progression and unlock issues that we detailed earlier, but these are more in depth as to what we can see. All platforms, the rank displayed in the bottom right of the main menu does not always update when the player's actual rank achieved after an online session. We're working to resolve this and follow up with further updates at a later time. Again, all locked characters / weapons / vehicle skins are missing their mastery rank targets. EMP mine is currently incorrectly labeled. As we mentioned in our previous video, this will be obviously renamed with the later date and the new update that's coming as well. All platforms. Some skins are applied over weapon charms. We're working to fix this as soon as possible. The mastery bar won't show for hardware items until T5 is unlocked. PlayStation 5 issues. The MedPen mastery badge is not currently tracking progress after rank 25. Another PlayStation 5 issue. Captain Caspian player card background is not unlocked after completing its criteria. Onto the weapons and gadgets. Now going on to the recon drone, players are not currently able to deploy the OVP recon drone whilst prone. PC players, the OVP recon drone is not currently locking onto enemy targets or vehicles. Going on to one of the attachments now, the XDR holo sight. All platforms. We're aware of some instances when flickering when ADSing with the XDR holo sight. Now going on to some vehicle issues as well. On rare occasions, vertical aiming in a vehicle can be inoperable upon vehicle entry. Some vehicles may not have controller vibration when used. We're aware of some vehicles not having ray traced ambient occlusion. MD-54 Nightbird, rockets from the MD-54 Nightbird that impact the ground can sometimes appear frozen. Going on to gameplay, all platforms. Parachutes sometimes remain open even after the player has landed. This will be improved on the next coming updates. And finally with hazard zone, this is a known issue from a previous video, but it is being looked into, so I thought I'd mention it on this one too. Players are currently unable to revive down teammates if they're inside an MB-38 Condor, which is of course the extraction vehicle. Guys, that is all of the updates coming in the next update within December. As I said, there's a lot that we went through in this video, and it does detail everything that we should experience a fix for coming up as well. The big ones, of course, are the ones we mentioned at the start with the hit detection, and of course the progression issues as well with it not showing, and of course the error message that are kicking people out of games. It's not cool, and hopefully that will be fixed in the future as well. But guys, that is everything to discuss in this video. I hope that you have enjoyed. If you have, be sure to leave a like. It'd be much appreciated. And of course, let me know what you think down below of Battlefield 2042 in its current state. We have a couple of new videos coming out with reviews on some new events and things for different games, so make sure you guys stick around for that. It'll be a lot of fun. But guys, hope you've enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one.